Okay, here we go, y'all. We're putting this, the decking, finishing it up on this trailer. First, we got our trusty Milwaukee here. We drill us a hole. You got to make sure that okay, get us a hole drill. You got to make sure that you don't get a bunch of wood caught up in that bit. If you get a bunch of wood caught up in the end of that bit, it won't cool down, and then you'll burn it up trying to cut through that metal. So, we got us hole drilled in it. And these are self-tapping 3-inch wood screws. Put it up front. Make sure you hold this thing firmly now. As soon as it starts to drill, it's going to want to jump. See where it just jumped on me? See if I can put you down here. Well, I ain't going to be able to do it with one hand, I don't believe. Get up above it here where I can put some down pressure on it. There we go. We got it. We got to get up above it and get some down pressure on it. I hadn't had to be doing that with the other one. I just, I could do it with 2 hands, but I didn't have to get above it. So anyway, we go so on and so forth. We're doing these 2 braces right now. And then we got to get back there and do the middle. I've already got it marked out. I'll show you here shortly when I get back there to it. Now you guys, I have put 4 screws in today. 1, 2, 3, 4 so far today. Hopefully that focuses. Yeah, there you go. See that head? That's 1. That's 2. That's what they're supposed to look like. Now you know why I rave on Milwaukee so much. Just shit like this. And I'm sure it's happening to everybody. And somebody's going to say, well, you shouldn't be putting in 3-inch self-tapping screws with a Phillips bit. Well, hell, they make 3-inch self-tapping screws with a Phillips head on them. Somebody's bit's got to put them in. And surely to God, you don't use a bit every 2 screws. If it does, this damn thing's gonna eat me out of house and home trying to get it together. I'm gonna have to go buy some damn Milwaukee screwdriver bits, I guess, to get the job done. Okay, y'all, we got it done. That's the last of it. Got all the floor in. Got all the screws in it, holding it down. Got a line right there going across it. Obviously that's held in by the back. Then that. These are holding these 2. I got another line here all the way across. That's holding in up there. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit. It's probably gonna take 2 or 3 days for it to dry out and get, you know, nice and dry where there's no water left in it. And then I'm gonna coat it and coat it down with diesel fuel and motor oil mix. It took me 6 bits to get them screws in there. Them DeWalt bits I was showing you earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 52 screws. 52 screws and 5 bits. So that's a little extreme, but I know that's what happens to them bits. That's why I buy them a case at a time. Yeah, that's right. You buy a whole case at a time just to make sure you can get the job done. So as long as you know that going in, you're fine. But if you don't realize it, you're in trouble. I did go ahead and put regular truck rims on the back, and I got trailer rims on the front, so they look about the same. You can't tell the offset wise, you can't tell. So anyway, we got a new axle in on the back. We need to get 4 more lugs. I got 7 on each one, but if 7 won't hold them, there ain't no need for 8. I mean, hell, honestly, if 4 won't hold them, you're in trouble. You need something else. You got the wrong tool for the job, or you got way too much damn side load on it. But we'll get it hooked up to the truck and see what she does. Okay, y'all, we got her done. She's hooked up to the truck. Let's get up here and see if I can get a better picture of all of it at one time here. There we go. We got her hooked up. We're gonna make a run with it in the morning. We're gonna take it down to the farm and leave it. We don't need it here at the house. It's just taking up space that don't need to be taken up. So we're gonna run it down to the farm. We got the axle on there, the bent axle, and we've got 3 spares on the trailer and 2 on the back of the truck for it. So we're gonna run them down, drop them in the morning, get rid of it. Few things I'll let you know tomorrow, but I've never pulled a gooseneck, so we're going to see exactly how that works. If I like it, if I hate it, if I wreck it, if I tear it up, if I can't figure out how to turn it, if I can't figure out how to back it up. No, I'm used to everything out there behind me. I know one thing, I can't hook it up for shit. I can't get that ball to line up with that other ball. I mean, I finally got it, but it ain't like that trailer hitch. I can back that trailer hitch up and be gone within just a few seconds. This thing takes 20 minutes to get hooked to, which might be a downfall to the trailer. It takes me that long every time to hook up. But I think I'll get to where I know how to hook it up. Get used to it, you know. Every time you get used to something, you get quicker at it. So I bought Lowe's out of these front boards. These was the last 10 footers they had. So then I went to Home Depot, and I'll be damned if they didn't have enough to do the job. If you see there in the middle, I got 3 2 by 6s, because neither one of them had any more 2 by 10s. So, but we got it done. And in the middle like that, it shouldn't really matter. You hardly ever drive over the center of it. That's going to be for just nothing, you know. Usually for air. You never hardly ever get anything on that. I might load my lawnmower on this thing in the morning, carry my lawnmower with me. I need to cut some grass down there at the farm, And we'll probably take it on this trailer if the ramps will go in close enough to get on it. Yeah, take the lawnmower in the morning and this little bit of stuff, and we'll head to the farm and see what we can get done. Okay, y'all, we're gonna do this trailer here. I've got it to the farm. It pulled good. I really couldn't tell much difference between it and a bumper pull actually pulling it, but it wasn't loaded neither. So my understanding is when you pull a bumper pull, it pulls on your bumper and you kind of feel the truck jerking and giving, and with these goosenecks you don't feel that. I didn't feel it, but it wasn't loaded, so maybe you don't feel it, maybe you do, I don't know yet. Turning wise, you gotta kind of get used to. It don't turn like a bumper pull, it turns later. You would think it would turn earlier because it's farther up in the truck, but it turns a lot later, I guess, because your turn is later. Like if it's on your bumper, it's more distinguished, or I don't know, but for some reason it turns later, so you got to kind of take wide turns, stuff like that, which is fine for what I'm going to be doing with it. Backing it up's a little wild. I mean, people say you can turn them a lot tighter. Yeah, you can turn them a lot tighter, but it takes 10 times longer to turn them that tight. Normally with a bumper pull, you go to backing it up, you start turning your wheels and it'll start moving on you. This thing, you get just about jackknife before it'll start turning. It ain't quite that bad, but a regular bumper pull, if you've got 10 feet behind you and you're already committed to turning, hell, the back of that trailer will move 3 or 4 foot in that 10 foot. This thing, I'm committed to turning and I'm backing up, and in 10 foot it might move 2 inches. It don't move that much at all. I mean, I guess I could have stopped and pulled forward a little bit and backed up a little bit and pulled forward a little bit and got my angle of my truck a lot more severe to make it push farther that way to do what I needed to do. But that's what I ended up doing, is pulling forward and repositioning again and coming back. And then I started doing baby steps where I could rock the truck, back the truck up, basically pull the truck back and turn it a little bit and pull forward and do this number where the trailer never really moved. And then you can back up, and which does some weird things to the trailer. So you got to kind of get used to backing them up. I mean, it wasn't extremely hard, but it wasn't like no bumper pull. I think I can get used to it, but getting out of that and going to a bumper pull is going to be hard to do, or vice versa. You're going to have a totally different mindset to use that one, and then 5 minutes later jump in a bumper pull. That shit ain't going to happen. I mean, you're going to have to stay in one or the other. I guess to go get hay, I'll use that one. For everything else, I use another one. But it's it pulled excellent, you know, for what it is. Big long trailer. It pulled good. We'll get some more when I get it loaded down, but seemed to do good. Thanks for watching, y'all. Comment, rate, and subscribe.